Hello, dear viewers. Thanks for joining me. I've been watching the news. It's been crazy. Paul Ryan resigned, of course. We've got Trump still reeling from his attorney Michael Cohen's office being raided. We have more details coming out about that. We are all, well, waiting to hear about if there's a strike on Syria from maybe the US, maybe the UK, maybe France. I don't know. There's different stories floating around, and how extensive would that be? And so there's all kinds of things to concern us. But I need to read on Paul Ryan. I did one a long time ago on Paul Ryan, and the question was sort of, will there be serious consequences for him, or will he walk? I think the video was called Will Ryan Walk? Well, he's apparently going to walk in a different way. So I would like to do more on him. I kind of want to know, is he leaving before midterms or after? Because to me that means a lot. I know these Republicans are getting together and talking about it, the possibility of impeaching Trump, and they have been talking about it. But when is it most and least advantageous to them in their districts, you know, winning their races, that kind of thing, getting the things they want to get accomplished. So I'm going to ask Spirit if Ryan is going to resign. This is sort of a yes/no question. I'll do past, present, future, though. Maybe give me a little bit more clarity. Is he going to resign unexpectedly before midterms? Or will he, you know, wait until his time is up? Past, the Page of Pentacles. Well, his job was that. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles. It was an offer, yes, to take this job. A lot of times job offers show up as this. 10 of Pentacles. Intergenerational money had something to do. He had the donors. And 7 of Cups. So in the past, he's had some wonderings, some confusion, some, you know, he's been thinking about, you know, this is Trump's card a lot of times for his processes. And so he's been listening to everybody and trying to figure out what's going to happen. And some of it's illusion and some of it's true. And he was thinking of all possibilities. Also, when he took the job as speaker, he was imagining all things that could get done. The King of Wands. Okay, so in the present, he is the speaker. So that's a King of Swords. He has his purpose. And his purpose was, he's leaving. His purpose was, he said, to pass that tax bill, and his second one is entitlement reform, which means cutting the hell out of it. You know, we're going to cut Medicaid, we're going to cut Medicare, we're going to, you know, all of that, because we have to pay for the tax cuts that the very wealthy corporations and individuals got in the tax bill. Reformation, yes. So he's done the tax bill, he hasn't done the entitlement gouging. This is the 8 of Cups here. So in the present, he is leaving. But yes, in the present, he is leaving. He just said he was. He resigned today. So that's always my resignation card in these readings. It's so funny. But I don't feel like I can count on that, meaning he's going to go more quickly than midterms. There's a Queen of Wands. Partly, yeah, because he's got the King and the Queen of Wands here. So the King of Wands is himself. Purpose, I have my purpose. The Queen of Wands is the other Republicans in the Senate and their goals together. So, yeah, those two are pretty stable figures. I think he's announcing his resignation today, and that's why we're getting the 8 of Cups in the present position. I would be very surprised if he announced today and then tomorrow, the next day, or the next, you know, left. So, Tower in the future, though. Tower in the future. There's going to be something that happens that he may end up leaving sooner than he thinks he will. Page of Pentacles. Well, there's a lot of speculation. He'll certainly get a job offer from Goldman Sachs or something like that. So that's going to be tempting him too. Battle weary. And he's going to be really tired of this. He already is. there's 9. That's the 9 of Wands. You know, there's been a lot of having to stand his ground and fend off problems. So in the future, he's battle weary. There is a Tower. That really could be the Mueller report coming out. I really think it is. I think I've seen Towers in the summer, spring, summer for, I want to say summer, for that investigation for Trump. Personally, I've seen Towers in the summer. So I really think that's probably the report. And in my readings for Trump in the past on when is he leaving, the Tower's shown up sometimes in the summer, and I'm thinking that's the report coming out, and it should do him in, but I really don't think it will at this point. But things are changing so fast. It's so dynamic. Paul Ryan sort of abandoning him says something. I mean, that certainly makes him more vulnerable, right? I mean, the Republicans have got to be asking themselves, what would serve us better? Getting rid of him now and then hoping we fare better in the elections, or keeping the Trump supporters? I understand there are some Republican primaries coming up in the summer here, and that is a factor because they want the Trump supporters on board for them in the summer so that their candidates get primaried. So I don't know. When are those primaries in the summer? But Trump would definitely be more, but would he be more vulnerable to impeachment by his own after that? Because impeachment proceedings take time, and that's going to be on the news, and that's going to be bad press while they're trying to campaign for their midterm elections in November. So look at what I got, guys. The 2 of Cups. Yeah, I think that's what happens. Okay, there's a Tower. The Mueller report does indeed come up, but this card I've seen so many times. The 2 of Cups, Trump and the Republican legislators working together, seeing eye to eye. They are going to be in the uncomfortable position of having that report come out and everybody crying for impeachment of Trump, a lot of people crying for impeachment of Trump. And they're going to decide, there's not going to be enough of them who are for it. They're going to decide that, oh no, that they've got to keep working with the man. And that could be for Ryan. This is about Ryan. And that could be about his wanting to do his entitlement gouging, you know? Now they're going to say, oh, now we're coming up short in our budget. Surprise, surprise, this many $trillion, you know, tax cut, this few $trillion, I think, of tax cuts they gave. We're coming up short. We're coming up short. Deficit. Now we have to cut Medicare and Medicaid. It just has to be done, you guys. Sorry, Granny. You know, used to be the homes wouldn't kick you out. Now they will. It's just horrendous. It's just horrendous. Okay, I'm sorry. I am just really worried. I wish that Ryan would go sooner, and they won't be able to get the entitlement reform done. That's the thing I'm kind of looking at now. But he is very battle weary, and that new job offer is looking real good. But, you know, I just think the report comes out and they continue to work with him. And there's talk like, well, it's unfortunate. We'll have to get to the bottom of this. We'll have to really look at this and blah, blah, blah. But I don't think they impeach him before. I don't think he's out of there. They don't lean on him to resign before midterms. I'm going to do another reading on that one, though, too, because the energies are, so many things are changing so quickly. What if the energies have changed? Okay, the Hermit. Yeah, he's battle weary, but he's kind of off on his own. So by the time that report comes out, he at least, I mean, he's really disengaged. He's disengaged. He's thinking about the next thing, his job, who knows, spending time pondering. Yeah, but he's really pretty disengaged. But I don't know that he would ever disengage himself from the entitlement reform. Let's see this King of Wands and but then again, okay, now he gave those huge tax cuts to the big corporations. That was enough. I think that was enough to put him in pretty good standing with them. He is going to be offered a very well-paying job by one of them. So maybe he's figuring that's enough. Maybe he will give up on entitlement reform. Gosh, I hope so. I really do. Anyway, we've got the Eight of Cups, his announced resignation today. The Chariot, though. Quick, 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 quick. That's interesting. That's interesting. But we have strength with the King of Wands. That's him. Ten of Pentacles. The generational money, you know, if the Queen of Wands is the other Republican legislators, that generational money is still putting pressure on them to serve their constituents. And for many of those Republicans, not all, for many of them, their constituents are their donors. What with this Chariot? Well, he did make the announcement today. Oh, for goodness sakes. All right. But then this card is suggesting to me, well, for sure Congress is still going to be working with Trump even when that report comes out. He's battle weary. But why didn't we get the Eight of Cups in the future? The Eight of Cups really probably does represent him resigning. Let's see. Hope. Okay, no. I don't know. He still has hope. He still has hope that he's going to, he's going to get some entitlement reform done. He'll ride it out. He'll finish his term. He'll leave on good terms. He'll get his great big cushy job. It'll be good. He'll ride out whatever tower happens with the investigative report coming out sometime. Yeah, I think that's what we got for Paul Ryan for the future. Well, I'm going to do some more reads. Thank you.